Hey guys, okay, in this video I'll talk about how to create classic load balancer. As I have explained in the previous video, we have four types of load balancers. Classic load balancer, which will be which will they will decommission in this year August 15th, and we have application load balancer and network load balancer and gateway load balancer. Application load balancer, network load balancer has been running for quite a long time. The gateway load balancer, they have introduced it last year 2020. um, so classic load balancer, we call it as an old generation. So they are not recommending us to use those things. Only application, network, and gateway. So gateway is kind of new, 2020. So we will go one by one. So we'll talk about classic load balancer right now and how to create it. So before I explain to you those things, I want to give you an overview of what we are going to do. So right now we have three instances. Remember that? So right now we have three EC2 instances. Okay. So what are the three EC2 instances? We have demo machine 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. So here we go. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. So cool. Now, so let me make it like this. I will make this one as 1. Okay, and this one as 2, and then this one as 3. Okay, perfect, cool. Now what I'm going to do is, see guys, so here there is a EC2 instance. Okay, this is the demo machine 1. Okay, and this is demo machine 2, and this is demo machine 3. Okay, but right now current environment is one person is trying to request using HTTP colon public, this public IP. So he is getting this response here. So if he is pinging something here, he is getting a response. If he is pinging something here, he is getting a response. Okay, so this is the current setup. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something here. So okay, cool. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna put a device or a component or a concept called load balancer here. Load balancer. Okay, now what will happen if he pings something here? He will get a response. How we get a response? This load balancer first contact either of these, all these three machines, and then they will give the response to load balancer, and load balancer will give the response to back to me. So how this is if this load balancer, so this is like your, as I've explained in the previous video, so this will balance the load and then this will distribute the traffic. Okay, so let's see how can be done and what are the advantage we can see that. Okay, so let's jump into the practical. Okay, so we have 1, 2, and 3 all are running. Now just want to make sure that we are able to access the page. I'm just copying the public IP of the demo machine 1, entering. Okay, I got something, details. Okay, is this in Chrome? Yeah, this is in Chrome. So HTTP colon slash slash. Okay, details. Visit this unsafe site. I got it. Okay, now I'm gonna make it public IPv4. Okay, I got it. And then I got demo machine 3, public IPv4. Enter. Okay, so there is a problem here. So the third one is not coming up. Why? So if you see demo machine 3, it says running. Okay, why? Because maybe what I'm thinking is if it is not coming, maybe the web page, I did not install the server. I did not install the Apache server maybe. So what I will do is, in order to connect to the instance, I'm connecting to the instance and I'm connecting to EC2 instance connect, and then I'm hitting on connect. Okay, I'm in the terminal right now. So let me try just to make sure that whether the file is there or not. Wow, So I think I didn't even did a bootstrap script, I believe. In the last video when I tried to launch the demo machine 4, I remember I did not do the bootstrap script. So what I will do is, what is a command to check whether user data is there or not? Bootstrap curl http colon slash slash 169.254.169.254 slash latest slash user hyphen data. So I'm getting 404 not found. It means that there was no bootstrapping script added. Okay, so what I will do right now is just for I'll quickly run this command. Okay, so sudo yum update dash y, let it run, and then I'm gonna run all these commands. Okay, so I'll make this as a web server. Got it? So cool. Now next one is, so I'll run this command. Okay, sudo enter. So your HTTP is also done. Then you will done sudo systemctl start httpd, sudo systemctl enable httpd. Okay, so all are done. Now if you type systemctl status httpd, okay, you're running. Okay, now you can verify that file is there or not. Okay, so you got the path created. Now you're gonna create the file here, echo h1. So I'm sorry, so control V. Okay, it's a permission denied. So sudo, okay, I'm gonna do sudo su. Okay, now here I'm gonna copy this, control C, and then control V here, enter. Okay, now if you type ls, so cat index, so I got this. Yeah, now what I will do is I'm gonna exit out. So I'm done with this. I'm gonna close the connection. So here I have right now, if you go here and then if you know, see now you got it, because I made it as a web server and then I've installed the file, installed some index.html file. So all the three, demo machine 1, demo machine 2, demo machine 3, remember all the three IPs we are getting. Perfect guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a load balancers here on the left side. Okay, there is already a load balancer which I created now. I mean, I'll just delete it. Okay, done. Again, load balancer is cost. There would be some cost involved. So as soon as you create, as soon as you work, just delete it within half an hour, 1 hour. Yeah. So here we go. Create load balancer. So if you see, there are three load balancer types which they are giving you: primarily application load balancer, network load balancer, and gateway load balancer. But if you scroll down a little bit, there is something called classic load balancer, which we call it as a previous generation. So if you click on it. Now in this classic load balancer, it will tell you AWS will be retiring the EC2 classic network on August 15, 2022. Okay, so till then we can use this, but right now these things are more advanced. But why I'm doing this? Because if you do this, you will get more hands-on and you will understand more topics. You got it? Cool. Now I'm hitting on create. Now in the basic load balancer, the first thing is you have to give this some names. So I'm giving demo classic LB. Okay, or maybe I'll just make it like demo classic load balancer. And then you will have only one VPC. I'll talk about more VPCs when I'm coming to the VPC section. But for now, select this. Okay, now if you want it's okay. There are two kinds of there are two kinds where you can make your load balance. One is internet facing and the internal facing. Okay, so far we will not talk about internal load balancer, just leave it, and also don't talk about advanced VPC configuration as well. Okay, for now. And scroll down, and then this is the entire four things. We call it as a listener configuration. Yeah, so this is a listener configuration section. When I say listener configuration, it means that it is a combination of load balancer protocol, load balancer port, instance protocol, and instance port. Yeah, if somebody is asking you what is the instance configuration, I'm sorry, what is the listener configuration, this is the thing. So what is the listener configuration is nothing but configuration colon So first one is, it's a combination of everything. So load balancer protocol, load balancer, port, instance protocol, and instance port. So these are all the four things. Okay. Now in this diagram, from load balancer protocol means, okay, let me explain you in this way. Say for example, from here to here, okay, there is a protocol running and port is running. From here to here, there is a protocol running and port is running. Okay, so these two things, right? Load balancer protocol, these two things are coming under this side. Okay, and these two things, instance protocol and instance port, these two things are coming here. Okay, now we are going to decide which one to choose what. Okay, now what, okay, as soon as you click on create load balancer, there would be a load balancer protocol which will automatically come up as HTTP. Okay, so HTTP is protocol is nothing but, I mean, HTTP is a hypertext transfer protocol, which is nothing but it's a set of rules on how to transfer your data from one point to another point, or from one machine to another machine, or from one client to another server. Okay, so load balancer, it's a port number. Okay, so for HTTP protocol, port number is 80. Okay, and for HTTPS it is 443, and for TCP again it is 80, and for SSL it is 443. Yeah, so if you choose HTTP here, so instance protocol should be HTTP or HTTPS. So what happens is, exactly when I'm saying HTTP load balancer protocol port 80, okay, here in the diagram I'm telling them, boss, okay, load balancer can allow HTTP protocol with 80 port. So you can give any, I mean, anybody can access with this configuration, it can hit the load balancer. Okay, this is the load balancer protocol on port. Now instance protocol on port, this one, instance protocol on port, again I'm saying HTTP 80. So I'm going to mention the same thing, HTTP colon 80. You got it? So these are all the two things. Now you can say like, okay, I can allow the traffic from this person to load balancer in HTTP or if I choose HTTPS, okay, so if you hit on next, so again it is accepting. So you can, but if you choose HTTP here, and then you cannot choose TCP or anything else, so it will give you load balancer protocol and instant protocol must be at the same layer. So layer in the sense, I'll tell you what, if you choose HTTP, you have to choose HTTP or HTTPS. So say for example, if I choose HTTP, if you hit on next, it will accept. If you choose HTTPS, it will accept. But if you choose TCP, no. Or if you choose SSL, no. Okay, and same it goes like this. If you choose TCP and if you choose HTTP here, no. If you choose HTTPS, no. If you choose TCP, yes. Or if you choose SSL, yes. So you understand it, okay? So load balancer protocol, load balancer port is nothing but, okay, from end user till it hits a load balancer. And instance protocol, instance port from load balancer till it hits the instance. Clear? Now for our example, I'm choosing HTTP 80, HTTP 80. And next I'm going to assign a security group. Okay, so here I've already created a security group called my first load balancer. Okay, I'll create a security group for this demo. Okay, load balancer security group, something like this. Okay, load balancer. Now here what I'm doing is I'm gonna make sure like I'm accepting only HTTP on port 80 from everywhere. This is for the load balancer, and I'm hitting configure security. And this is nothing but, since we are not adding any kind of HTTPS or security, so it just gives us a warning like you did not add any kind of HTTPS or secure server certificate or any kind of SSL protocol. That's okay. So this is just for the demo. So we are not using this. You can accept it and go on. Configure health check. Now here, what happens is this health check is nothing but in this machine. So if you see the load balancer, right? So from the load balancer will always communicate with the instance, and then it will verify whether this instance is up and running. If it's up and running, then it will give the traffic to the instances 1, 2, or 3. So if the health check is failing, then it will not send the traffic. You can remove it from the load balancer. Okay. So I'll tell you how it is. For that, first thing is there should be a ping protocol. You can use HTTP, TCP, HTTPS, or SSL. For now, I'm just choosing HTTP. And HTTP is running the pinging the port on 80. Okay. Now I'm just choosing the file called index.html. Why? Because if you see this, if you go to instances, okay, I'm logging into one of the instances, demo machine 1. I'm hitting on connect. Wow, we're getting a server error, EC2 instance connect. I'm clicking on, oh, okay, why I have all these machines running? Interesting. Am I doing something wrong? Let me refresh it. Okay, I think that's the old page. Okay, that's what I got scared. I mean, I got disturbed. What was happening? So demo machine 1, I'm just hitting on connect, and then EC2 instance connect. I'm connecting to the EC2 instance 1. Okay, now if you go to cd/var/ww/html ls, see we got this index.html. Yeah. So since we have this index.html in this particular location, if you do pwd, this is a location. Okay, so in this location we have index.html. So here there's the same location. So this ping protocol and ping port will look for this file. If you have this file here, then it means it will give a successful response to the load balancer. EC2 instance will give a successful response to the load balancer stating that okay, this file is present. Okay, so if you have this file, then we are good. Got it? Now we have this file, and the same file will be available in all the 3 machines as well. Okay, and for some, I mean, for one more reason, so you can use without file also. Okay, that will also work. Okay, so indirectly, if you put slash, it means that index.html is invisible. It's there already. Okay, so for now we can try that as well, don't worry. So index.html I put. Now advanced detail is nothing but, okay, I just want to make sure very real quick here. Okay, so you can see the differences here. Healthy threshold, so number of consecutive healthy check success before declaring an EC2 instance healthy. Okay, so it will check, it will try how many times. So for example, I'm checking 5 times. 5 times load balancer will check with the EC2 instance whether index.html is there or not, and then if 5 times it's giving yes, it is there, it means he will this load balancer will declare that EC2 instance is healthy. Okay, unhealthy threshold, number of consecutive health check failures before declaring an EC2 instance unhealthy. So consecutive means if I say 4 times, load balancer will keep on checking whether instances file is there or not. 4 times no file consecutively, then load balancer will declare like okay, this EC2 instance is unhealthy. Okay, now what is interval? Amount of time between health checks. Now if you see the how many times I've did 4 times, so 1 2 3 4. How many times healthy threshold? 1 2 3 4 5. So between 1 and 2, between 2 and 3, between 4, I mean 3 and 4, between 4 and 5, there is should be a gap of 30 seconds. That is an interval. So amount of time between health check, between 1 and second health check, there should be 30 seconds. So you can remove it, I mean you can make it, I'm making it 6 seconds example. Okay, and what is the response timeout? Time to wait when receiving a response from the health check. Okay, so you are sending a request to check whether index.html is there or not. So how much time I have to wait whether I can get a response or no. So if I'm pinging you something, should I wait for 2 seconds or 3 seconds or 5 seconds to make sure whether it is healthy or unhealthy? Okay, so for now I'm making for 5 seconds. So healthy, unhealthy, interval, timeout. So what happens is, so if I get 5 times successfully, I get a response, then I will declare the EC2 instance is healthy. If I get 4 times consecutively that there is no index.file, unhealthy, I'll declare it as unhealthy. Interval between the health check and how much time I have to wait to get a response, that we call it as a response timeout. Okay, so that's the thing. And then I'm hitting on add EC2 instances, and I'm gonna add all the 3 demo machine 1, 2 and 3 into the load balancer. Okay, so if you scroll down, it will tell you availability zone distribution, enable cross zone balancing, connection draining. This will be default. Maybe I'll talk about this later. So I'm just hitting on next, add tags. So I'm just taking name, and then I'm getting classic load balancer demo, and then review and create, so you can verify everything. So I'm hitting on create. Now the load balancer will be created successfully. If you hit on that, you will connect to the load balancer. Yeah, cool, perfect. Now let's now the load balancer is created. I think I'll just stop this video for now. Let me talk about the multiple options and how to verify, what to verify, why we have done all those things in my next video. Okay, thank you guys.